Ever wonder what it really looks like on a rough day just offshore? Well, this is a good example. It's not huge today, but we have a very windy day, a tight compact chop, and it makes for some interesting conditions, and of course that means it's going to make for an interesting day here at Haulover Inlet. Welcome back, guys, to Boats vs. Haulover, where me and the machine take on Mother Nature down at Haulover Inlet in Miami, Florida. And today, as we can already tell, it's going to be a little rough. Let's see how our captains fare as they step in the ring and try and do battle at the inlet. And our first contestant to step in the ring and try and do battle is going to be a contender, and they're going to stuff it up front. Man, they did not take long at all for that one to go wrong. Our guy stuffs it in the first few seconds as he enters the inlet, and things aren't going to get better from here, I can already tell. They're just coming out entirely too slow, and it's going to be a stuffing fest the whole way out unless my man decides to pick these throttles up. But for whatever reason, Cap behind the helm looks like he has no interest whatsoever in doing that, so we'll just continue to take water over the entire way out. Now, I can understand the slow speed a little bit today. It's a big, rough day. It's intimidating, and a lot of captains don't like it. But I'll tell you what, if you're ever coming out of an inlet and you can't make any better than the bare minimum idle speed, you probably should do yourself a favor and go ahead and turn around. Unfortunately for this crew, they're going to take a loss for the boats here in the first round. And of course, our second round contestant is ready to step in the ring and do battle with Haulover, and it's going to feature an angler. And here comes our crew making their way through Haulover, and that was the light stuffing, but they do stuff it early. This crew as well goes down fast. They actually aren't taking a terrible pace, and man, there we are getting it stuffed everywhere. They just don't have the bow up. They've got to trim this up a little higher, probably a hair more power to get that bow up, but it's the kind of boat, this boat just wants to ride like this, and they even hugged the north side of the inlet, which is typically the calmer side of Haulover, so these guys even got a little better ride than they would have got if they would have went down the middle. But something that's surprising me right here is they still haven't bailed out of the slop. If they would go just a little north here, they could pull themselves out of this current, out of this chop, and their ride would be a whole lot smoother, but for whatever reason, they're choosing to continue to take a pounding, and unfortunately for this crew, just like our first round, the boats will take a loss here in the second round. This really is a rough start for the boats. This competition's a best of 5, and the boats going down already, well, they're going to have a rough uphill battle trying to come back on this one. But let's see how our third round contestant does, and here we've got a cutwater making its way out of Haulover. Man, I'm not going to lie, I don't like this one either. They are coming out entirely too slow. They need just a little more speed to get that bow up. They take a heavy smack up front. That one's really close. We may have to go back to the replay on that one to see if it was a stuffing or not. Here we can see they blast off the top of one wave, come down hard, but it looks like the bow just barely stays up, and this crew doesn't get the count for the stuffing on that. But man, it's been a rough ride. This crew is taking a pounding as it slowly works its way out of Haulover. Once again, I just don't understand. These guys have kind of come down the middle. They're not trying to get out of the wash any which way. They're just sitting here taking their beating, which is just a strange approach, especially at this kind of speed. And here we go. And man, they take another shot, and I think they get lucky on that one too and just barely miss the stuffing. But you know what, guys? I don't think it's going to matter. This crew's just taking a rough ride, and you don't got to stuff it every time to take the loss. And Haulover, I truly believe, has kept these guys at a bare minimum idle pace, which to me sounds like a win to Haulover, which means in our best of 5, Haulover takes 3 in a row and takes the win without being contested. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Boats vs. Haulover. If you did, please check out our other content. We have Wavy Boats, who does a bunch of great things down at Haulover Inlet. My channel, Broncos Guru, do some great comedy boating videos there as well. And of course, we've got the Miami Boat Ramps channel that focuses on all the hilarity that happens to the boat ramps in South Florida. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here.